One, two, three, four. Pow, pow. All right, we're rolling. This is Freedom Phil, live from the wasteland outside the survival pod. What's the topic? I just heard like the most unhinged lefty comment on immigration. It's like comments, like consistent conversation. There was this guy who, researches the whole Islam Christian thing. And then there was an atheist talking to him. And then the cameraman, when the atheist said, no, I would just shoot the illegals breaking into the country. When they were talking about Europe, the cameraman lost their shit. They got triggered. And so they're like, well, hey, wait, what was going on there? And, and he's like, well, I have friends. They're illegals. And you're saying you're going to shoot people for exercising a human right? And you could hear that, like, soy lefty, like, you've never been affected by the decision. It's really, I keep on going back. It's the curse of the suburbs. Nobody's illegal. It's a human right. And he keeps on, instead of talking about Europe, because that's what the conversation is about, he keeps on, going back to, examples for America. And then whenever somebody points out, he's like, this is Jim Crow. I don't know if people know this, but like immigration isn't just like, you think it's a white, black, or white, brown, white versus the whole world. Like, it's not. It's not. There's a ton of people that live, like, say, for instance, in the black community, that they're not too thrilled about a bunch of people showing up and upping their rent. They're not too thrilled about their jobs being taken. You got Latinos as well. Like, let's give you the American example. They're like, I don't want a ton of people coming over here. This is already flooded. I'm already having a hard time paying my bills. So it's one of those things when it comes to a lot of these leftists. They can't get the idea of race out of their mind. And they turn Islam into a race, not just a religion. Like, they want to, when they think of Islam, let's be honest, they generally think of brown people. That's it. That's it. When they say they do the exact same racist shit when they look at Latinos, they think of brown people. They've never heard of a Latino. They don't even know what that word means. When they think of immigrants, they don't think of Eastern European people. Oh, those people are white. They're not immigrants. But I want to get back to what this guy said, and I just thought it was astounding. And I know there's people who believe this. It could have all been staged, but migration is a human right. So you're just saying they have the right to just enter whatever country? Yes. So you're saying anybody in the world has the right to immigrate anywhere. So no borders. No borders. Well, fucking great. Let's bring colonialism back then, motherfuckers. Oh, hey, we all got the right to be anywhere, anytime. Let's just go gentrify some fucking countries. Oh, isn't that what you called it, like gentrification, when the white people who left the cities, for instance, and they're like, fuck, this place is getting violent. I call it pulling the Jeffersons. But like, oh, no, under, lefty, liberal, wokey mentality, no one's illegal anywhere. Well, fuck, let's just go take over the third world and finally solve the problems. We're bringing colonization back. It's because of the left. The left just gave us permission. They're saying it's no one's illegal. Well, if we show up there and we're more powerful, stronger, and we basically decide we're just going to do what we want, which is kind of what you see with some of these immigrants going into Europe. And I think it's a wet dream from a lot of immigrants that, come from some of these Islamic countries or in America, and I even see it with some of the Latinos where they're like, America's not so great, some La Raza bullshit. And it's like, dude, if it's not so fucking great, go the fuck back. But if you're gonna have a bunch of wokies running around saying, "Oh, immigration's a human right. These are poor, blah blah blah," and what's funny about it? There's no shortage of people who come to, for instance, my country. We're talking about Europe for a second. Come to my country every year and work and go home. It's been going on that way. By the way, those people, those are the people picking the crops every year. Oh God, what do you mean picking the crops? Yes, they pick the crops. Isn't that your argument, Mr. Wokey lefty? Who's gonna pick our strawberries or blueberries? I don't know. Maybe the people on welfare. Maybe we actually force all you Trader Joe motherfuckers to pay a fair, an actual fair wage. A living wage. Wait a minute. You mean I'll have to pay more for my produce? My organic produce at Trader Joe's? Yeah, isn't that funny? When you actually expect them to put it into practice. So if nobody's illegal, can we just go take over the rest of the world and save fucking time? I mean, if they're going to be here anyways, we might as well stabilize their countries. So, we control them. We own them. Kind of like what we're doing with Venezuela. Little joke there. We just take it over. Set up some puppet dictators. And if they fuck up, they just disappeared in the night. No one knows. Maybe we just fix their countries so the people in those countries go, yeah, you know what? We don't want to go to America. Why the fuck would we want to go to America? Why do we want to go there? And we got this fucking paradise right here. But remember, lefties think no one's illegal. Should we just... It's time to bring colonialism back. We could go with some 80s hair metal, that the guitars and shit. Out there, basically, just like we're taking it over. Because, no one's illegal. But, that's funny because when you talk to these same lefties and it's like, okay, if no one's illegal, why can't we just colonize your couch? Why can't we just immigrate to your couch? What do you mean? That's theft. No, it's not. No one's illegal. Why can't we just break into your house? I'm just say you're homeless. Break into your fucking house and colonize that couch. Waving our whatever flag you're from. Fuck, let's make a new country right here and now. The people of motherfucker stand. We're people from all over the world. We're poor people. Some of us are rich and they fake poor, but mostly poor people. And we're immigrating to wherever we could show up and just do nothing. So lefties, it's time to let the homeless from motherfuckistan take over to immigrate to your couches. Because no one's illegal. Yeah, let's see when that happens. Oh, wait, it won't. Because all the shit you guys are doing is performative empathy. Performative empathy, toxic performative empathy at the expense of everyone else. But really, let's build the country of motherfuckistan. Just saying. Freedom, feel like, subscribe. Peace.